Hey guys, this is an AutoCAD tutorial brought to you by J16 CAD Drafting. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to set up your layout tabs. So, what you're looking at right here is model space. You can see we're model tab. Zoom out, zoom in. And this is a typical way I like to set up architectural drawings or engineering drawings or kind of anything for that matter. I'm pretty like things really organized, kind of easy. As you see over here, I like my general notes. In this section, right off first, then I like to show my floor plan, right there, and then any details, and I kind of just add more sheets as needed. So what size sheets to use? So what we're going to be using is we're going to use 24 by 36, and that's really typical for any kind of construction, engineering, architectural sizes. It's really manageable in the field. 1/4 inch is easy to scale. If you get into like an 1/8 inch equals a foot, 3/16 equals a foot. It's kind of harder to see. The text gets really big. Unless you don't manage as a 1/4 inch a foot. So we try to keep that as the default, and these are all going to be 3/4 inch equals a foot as well for the details. So let's head right over to the layout tab and get this set up. So let's set up the notes first. So S naught. So what I like to do is I like to rename that to S naught right off the bat. And then what you want to do is right click on your layout tab and go to page setup manager. And what you want to do is you want to modify that S naught, because right now it's an 8x1/2 by 11. That's kind of the default setup by AutoCAD. So printer plotter, you can pick up whatever printer or plotter you have set up. I like to just use Adobe. It's easy. I'll change it based off per project, but Adobe's easy to set up right off the start. So then go ahead and go to plot style table up on the right. So what this will do is this will print any specifics that you have for like layers and line types and how thick everything will show up. So if you do none, all the different layer colors, you'll have a plot as well. You can always go to monochrome or custom one. I'm going to use JT. That's the typical one to use. Go down here to paper size. This is where you're going to choose your paper size. Like I mentioned earlier, ArchD, which is 24 by 36, is what we're going to be using. So go ahead and find that. Here's ArchD. And you have 24 by 36, and it shows right there. And then go right down to your plot area, what to plot. So you have four different options. You can do display, which is basically what the display is. Extents, kind of zoom extents. Layout, of course, whatever your layout you're doing right now, and then your window. If you click window, it's going to make you want to pick a window. See, it's only going to be that little part because it's still little anyway, and it's not to scale, so you don't want to use window. So stick with layout, stick with a 1:1 scale, and everything be scale. Your plot options, your plot transparency if you want, but set this up for portrait, landscape. I want a landscape, so bam, there we go. Go ahead and close this, and you can see you got your new viewport. You can make bigger. If you didn't have this, it's deleted. Type in MQ. Go ahead and just click anywhere, and it makes a rectangle block. So there you go. So you can click right into your model space from there. So what we want to do is we want to zoom into. This is why I like to make the squares because now when I scale it, I can kind of center it based off of that. So go ahead and go down to here, go to your different scales that AutoCAD provides in the viewport, and we want a 3/4 inch scale for those details. So I like to just kind of put it in there, leave a little room for the title block, so it's pretty centered. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's basically how you kind of set it up. from here on out, you can do the same process, or you can just copy it. And that's what we'll do here. Move to end, create a copy. And I will move this to S1. And just go ahead and scroll out of there. We'll scroll right into that S1. Go down to your scaling options, 1/4 inch scale. Kind of center it right into the middle. And there you go, your plane will show up perfect right in the middle. Go ahead and move or copy again. Move to end, create copy. And call that S2. 3/4 inch scale, kind of center right there. Go down to 3/4 inch scale. There's your details right there. Got your nice grid pattern kind of set up already. One thing I want to show you too is when I draw, this is that S1 tab with the plan, so you can see I have that title block already kind of set up on the end, so it makes it a little easier for me to zoom in. I can grab that and put that right at the edge of the title block. So kind of where it's going to go once it's inserted, but that's typically how you set up layout tabs. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you.